It all started with an early road trip to Cologne. Making 100 edible business cards the day before seemingly took its toll, so I had to replace my forgotten breakfast with a pretzel. The next issue turned out to be finding a parking spot, but then the real fun could begin. After so long since the last big event, these halls full of flashing lights felt quite overwhelming. Not to mention those really long hallways. Kidnapping the Pokemon Mini for some of my trips from interview A to interview B would have been quite convenient. Instead, I had a tiny sandwich and soldiered on. Day 1 was relatively tame in terms of appointments, so I got to explore and still had a lot of time till I got to take a look at Inculinati. For a second I was tempted to get the crepe, but I had another date later on and knew there'd be food. Spoiler alert, I did give into my love for this French treat eventually. But no bubble tea or hot dog for me, proud of myself. Instead, I took a walk through the indie area and fell in love with one game after the other. Desta, aka, and Fall of Porcupine were just some of the little treasures I got to play. My stomach started growling at this point and those overpriced restaurants almost lured me in. But I didn't give in, crossed the Rhine and was rewarded with a hearty meal at my Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed appointment. Good food, great game, fantastic interview, day 1 done. All I had to do now was drive to my hotel. My day 2 actually started with a simple but proper breakfast, and after a short train ride my adventure continued. Remember how I said day 1 was chill? Yeah, that changed now. I had 6 appointments and very little time for exploration. But hey, I got nice food, crepe included, and got to talk about really cool games like Tesla Grad 2 or Tower of Fantasy. In between I did rush back to the big halls, said hello to Shodan from System Shock and played some Moonbreaker, which was honestly my Gamescom highlight, and I kind of fell in love with the character Tipu. The mini burgers at my next stop, a YouTube workshop, were a godsend and helped me get through the rest of the day that I got to finish with this amazing view. Now just a short train ride home. At least that's what I thought. All trains were cancelled, but a friend thankfully had a free bed. Day 2 done. Due to the nonsense the night before, I started day 3 with a bus ride. I hate buses. After rushing to be on time for my Lies of P appointment, really fascinating by the way, I checked out the last hall I haven't been to yet. It's kind of mind-blowing to me that the best mood out of all of Gamescom was continuously at the Landwirtschaftssimulator booth. Not even the big level infinite stage could compare. Quick PSA, don't forget to pack enough water. You might end up queuing for a long time. Stay hydrated. On this last day I, among other things, got to take a look at Pentiment and Mandragora, and then Gamescom was over. Well, at least for me. The weekend is just too insane for my liking. So I packed my stuff and drove home. While I had a blast, I was also happy to relax and sleep in my own bed again.